Leonardo da Vinci. He created some of the most famous paintings in the world. But what if there are works we've never seen? What if his art is far greater than we ever imagined? In this video, get ready to discover a hidden side of Da Vinci.
Before we begin this journey, let's take a closer look at Da Vinci's life, his genius, and the sources of his inspiration. As I tell you his biography, you'll begin to see his works in the background, because the best way to understand Leonardo is to look at both his life and his art together.
Leonardo da Vinci was born on April 15, 1452, in the small town of Vinci, in Tuscany, Italy. His father, Ser Piero, was a prosperous notary, while his mother, Caterina, was a peasant woman. Born out of wedlock, Leonardo's social standing was limited, but growing up surrounded by nature shaped his curiosity and powers of observation. As a child, he was fascinated by the flow of water, the beating of wings, and the structure of plants. As a teenager, Leonardo moved to Florence and joined the workshop of Andrea del Verrocchio, one of the city's most renowned artists. There, he mastered painting, sculpture, metalwork, and engineering. It is said that Verrocchio, after witnessing Leonardo's extraordinary contribution to one of his paintings, acknowledged his superior talent and abandoned painting altogether. During this period, Leonardo's interest in anatomy and science deepened further. In the mid-1480s, Leonardo moved to Milan under the patronage of Ludovico Sforza. There he worked not only as a painter, but also as an engineer, architect, and stage designer. It was in Milan that he created his masterpiece, The Last Supper. Yet his ambitions extended far beyond painting. He sketched flying machines, massive bridges, and military devices. His notebooks are filled with hundreds of visionary ideas, centuries ahead of their time. After the French invasion of Milan in 1499, Leonardo returned to Florence. There he began work on what would become the most famous painting in history, Mona Lisa. At the same time, he intensified his studies of human anatomy, dissecting corpses and creating detailed drawings of muscles, organs, and bones. These studies would later provide the foundation for modern anatomical science. In the mid-1513, Leonardo moved to Rome under the patronage of Pope Leo X. He conducted studies in optics, hydraulics, and architecture, but the rivalry with other artists of the time, especially Michelangelo and Raphael, left him discontented. In 1516, at the invitation of King Francis I of France, Leonardo moved to Amboise, where the king granted him the Château du Clos-Lucé and treated him with great honor. Despite the difficulties of old age, he continued working until his death on May 2, 1519, at the age of 67. Leonardo da Vinci's life proves that genius does not confine itself to a single field. It can stretch from painting to anatomy, from engineering to philosophy, shaping the course of human progress. The traces he left behind during his lifetime influenced not only the world of art, but the very direction of humanity itself. Even today, when we look at his sketches, notebooks, or paintings, we witness the boundlessness of imagination, the power of curiosity, and the limitless potential of the human mind. By following Da Vinci's journey, we are reminded of our own innate desire to explore. And perhaps that is why, even centuries later, Da Vinci still inspires us, still makes us question, and still leaves us in awe. And that is why Leonardo da Vinci is not merely a genius of the past, but a visionary beyond time, the eternal symbol of humanity's boundless imagination.